Hey everybody, Wilfie here. It's a Monday morning. It's overcast and, well, kind of overcast. There's a little blue sky back there, but up here it's all gray. Anyway, I'm driving to work. I actually have a topic for my talking head randomness this morning. But first, I'm going to take a Kirkland brand heart attack in a bottle. I'll get to this. So, I saw this article yesterday. It was posted to Kiwi Farms probably on Friday. I just missed it. So I've been busy this weekend and haven't really stayed. Oh shit. Turned a bit early. Or a bit late. Anyway, haven't really kept up with internet goings on. I have to admit it's nice to unplug here and there. But anyway, it's related to the coronavirus outbreak that's getting ramped up here in the United States. Incidentally, wash your hands, keep your hands away from your face unless you're taking a shower. Trim your nails, keep the underside of your nails clean, and try to disinfect common surfaces in your home. That's really the best way to keep clean and keep safe from this stupid thing. Anyway, so the article was written by this whiny ass old guy complaining about how horrible, how much of a nightmare it is to be enduring his quarantine with his wife in his home in New York City. And it just has me shaking my head because, I don't think being stuck in your house is really a nightmare in the United States. We're a first world country. We have indoor plumbing, safe running water, electricity, internet connectivity, grocery delivery, for God's sake. There's just every creature comfort modern society has to offer, we have. This guy's belly aching about how oppressed he is and how put out and put upon he is because he has to actually stay home and not spread the plague to his community and his friends and family and co-workers and all that. And he whines and blabs about, I can't go to synagogue and my entire, I can't go to work. My wife can't go to work. It's like, well, that's the point of a fucking quarantine. Why is this guy sitting in a driving lane with his door open? Oh, good. There he goes. I know we're at a red light, but that's a bit alarming. Well, this truck's not going anywhere. He's better now. But it's just astonishing. How fucking selfish and stupid do you have to be to act like staying home for 2 weeks is such a huge imposition? I get that there are people who are financially fucked if they're forced to stay home for 2 weeks. That sucks. And I hate that our society works that way for, people that basically make minimum wage or work retail, that sort of thing. If you're working hourly and you have 2 jobs, it sucks shit if you can't go to work because you have to stay home. This guy is not in that boat, and he doesn't really have much right to be bitching the way he is. I wrote about this on my blog at wilfie.com, by the way. It gets 11 visits a month, so that's why I decided to rant this morning on video, because, I think 12 people a month actually look at my channel. It's more than that. I'm just kidding, guys. But I want to grab this guy by the shoulders and shake him like, you nutsack. You're living in the lap of luxury. You're in New York, for God's sake. You can get anything delivered that you want delivered. Order stuff from Amazon if you have to. If you're short on, go on. Go ahead. I yield. Do it. Go. Crazy person. I like how cautious people are when you do that. Like, is he fucking with me, or is he actually going to let me in? Like, nope, I'm being nice. You can merge. I won't hurt you. But so if you need something that you would normally go out shopping for, get it from Amazon, or just get a grocery delivery service to bring it to you. It might be a few bucks more expensive, but you don't have to go out, and you don't have to break your quarantine, and you can still get what you need. And of course, this guy has an internet connection because he was able to post his whiny ass article. It went, I think it was was it the New York Times or was it the New York Post? Some New York magazine or newspaper, and of course, utterly worthless editor decided to let him publish that stupidity. But yeah, anyway, it was one of the major newspapers. So this guy obviously has an internet connection, so hop on the Pirate Bay, download your favorite TV shows. There's entire TV series you can download for free. Or if you really want to be an honest person, you can get an Amazon Prime subscription or a Netflix subscription or pick up Hulu or one of the competing streaming services, whatever, and just watch all sorts of stuff. There's tons of stuff out there to watch. Download some video games, play games with your wife. Dude, there's all sorts of stuff you can do if you're stuck in a modern apartment or a modern house in America. It's just absurd that this guy is so whiny. They go, boo-hoo, I can't go to work, I can't go to church. Like, dude, your fucking church is probably going to put on services electronically. That's not hard. And in fact, I wager that if, your church or your synagogue goes to the trouble of getting a webcam and maybe a microphone and broadcasting its regular services over the internet for anyone to see. You can do this on Twitch or YouTube. They're not going to shut you down for that. That's kind of bad press. They'll probably be all over it, especially if it's, Christianity, the tech industry likes to shit on Christians, but I don't think they would actually stop a church session But I think this guy is Jewish. He keeps saying synagogue, so that kind of suggests he's Jewish. There ain't no way they're going to touch that kind of sermon. You can air that all you want. And it's free. So if they go to the trouble of setting that up and their churchgoers go to the trouble of watching it, I don't know if there's anybody upstairs paying attention to all this silliness, but if there is, I get the feeling the dude would be kind of happy about that. Like, wow, there's a plague. You're doing the right thing, staying home and avoiding it infecting other people, and you still went to all the effort to attend a virtual service to worship me while all this is going on. Bonus points for you, mister. Seriously. This is, it's just ridiculous that this guy is so bent out of shape over this. There's probably some money to be made in getting churches set up electronically so they can actually do sermons and stuff. What is it, teleworship, I guess? The modern day televangelist over the internet instead of on TV. And then Twitch even lets you make donations and shit. So it's ridiculous that they can't come up with some way to do that sort of thing. And they probably have, or they're thinking about it, or whatever. It would be a really brilliant idea during an outbreak to keep, call it outreach. Say, look, this is going to be a bit weird. You can't gossip with your churchgoers, but you can at least attend Mass or whatever we're doing. I don't know why I'm devoting so much time on this video ranting about setting up virtual church services. I'm a fucking atheist, so I really shouldn't care about this. But, it's a way to address a legitimate concern for people that are religious. You don't want to take that away from them just because there's an outbreak of something. But anyway, yeah, I've already said this. I want to shake this guy's shoulders and just ask him, what the fuck's wrong with you? But it's that kind of selfishness that I think is really going to be our undoing, because so many people have already boasted about how they've ignored or broken quarantine to go out and party or go get groceries or go to work despite the warnings or whatever, and that is what's going to spread this disease more than any kind of ineptitude in the CDC's behavior or the Trump administration's behavior on this or reaction to it. And that leads me to something else I want to vent about. It amazes me that people, it shouldn't, because this is standard. Never let a good crisis go to waste, but it is just disgusting to see people that would rather shit on Trump and the Trump administration than try to exchange or spread accurate information about this outbreak. And you get the impression that there are people out there really rooting for this to get nasty just so they have a talking point they can use against Trump. The real criticism for all this needs to be leveled at the CDC and also the World Health Organization. They have absolutely dropped the ball on this. The WHO especially has really screwed the pooch. They've spent all their time practically worshiping the Chinese for how they've reacted to this disease, even though they're committing atrocities and haven't really contained it at all. And the other hilarious thing that WHO has been doing, instead of publishing information about the Wuhan flu or coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, my particular favorite is Kung Flu, but that's kind of bad. I guess that probably upsets people. Oh well. Instead of spreading or publishing useful information about the flu, they're busy admonishing people, hey, don't be racist. Don't you shy away from Chinese people that are coughing and hacking, because that would be racist. That's ridiculous. Fuck you. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care where you're from or who you are. If you're coughing and hacking, I'm getting the hell away from you. That's ridiculous to be worried about wokeness and racism at a time like this. It's not about race, it's about surviving. If you come across me and I'm hacking and coughing, get the hell away from me. Scold me for being out in public. That's ridiculous. And every time a group does something like this, they make racism worse. They really do. Because people are not thinking, oh, that's a specific group of people I must hate because disease. They're thinking, at worst, like, oh, well, this is a Chinese disease, so I should probably be a little careful around Chinese. Because they've been traveling and they've probably been exposed to this. But being careful around does not equal being cruel to or being mean to. And people aren't doing that. There's been like one publicized report of two random black guys, go figure, went up, beat up an Asian woman, and accusing her of, being a carrier or whatever. Nice burp there, huh? And the funny thing is, you know who they're yelling at when it comes to scolding people about racism. It's always white people that are accused of racism. But this was two black guys that went and beat up an Asian. And that's racist too, isn't it? But anyway, it's just silly. So yeah, the WHO really needs to be spanked. I adore the fact that we recently, it was a few months ago, I think, we being the United States, we cut our funding to the WHO to something like half of what we were paying. And it's delightful because these people are utterly worthless. They're doing nothing to help us eradicate or treat or prevent this disease. And I don't really think my taxpayer dollars should go towards wokeness at all. It's ridiculous. Now, the CDC has also been screwing the pooch. Wow, he's flying awful low. I know there's an airport right here, but goddamn, he's taking this. He can't be more than 100 feet up. Runway's about a mile that way. Hope he makes it. Oh, I should get over here. This tollway is a maze. It's a fun labyrinth of construction and lane changes and all sorts of jazz. Right. What was I talking about? WHO. Yeah, they're screwballs. Take that, there's your news, your soundbite. The CDC has also kind of screwed the pooch here too by really not being prepared with test kits, and they're really dragging their feet diagnosing and testing and confirming coronavirus cases. And that's kind of frightening. These are the guys that are supposed to be on top of this, and they're not. So that's a little scary. But, you know, it still doesn't seem to be too bad yet. I personally think it's going to get bad, but the sad truth is the disease really seems to only get particularly nasty with the elderly and people with existing health problems. So I'm a little nervous because most people are going to be safe from this. It's only got it's got like a 2% lethal or mortality rate, and probably lower in first world countries like ours. When I say I'm a little nervous, it's because I have some health conditions. Hypertension, pre-diabetic, and asthma. So, that means my immune system is probably not operating at 100%, probably more like 90%. And the asthma in particular means that if I get pneumonia, ruh-roh, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. I might be one of those hospital cases. But, you know, I got good health insurance, and my wife works for the hospital around here, one of the big hospital chains, and they're going through all the motions internally of prepping for coronavirus, so if something does go wrong with me, I'm probably in good hands. I'll probably be fine, though. I don't really do much public-facing work. I haven't been to the public portion of my job's property for probably 2 months now. So, unless it was spreading around in December, which is possible, then I'm probably okay. I'm not even sure where else I could. Well, you know, I've been in public grocery stores, Costco, that sort of thing. So there's every chance I've been exposed. I think most of us probably have by now. But, you know, no symptoms so far. No reason to think I've got it. Whoa, he's coming up fast. Oh, hey, car, it's not 8:13 anymore. It's 9:13. Hope you remembered to set your clocks forward. I hate this weekend. Every year I lose an hour of sleep. It bums me out. But yeah, so fuck that guy that was whining about being quarantined in his own comfortable home with all his favorite stuff. And screw the CDC because they're kind of screwing us. And a special up yours to the WHO for being such useless woke idiots. So yeah, that's all I had today. I think this video is being recorded in glorious 4K, so we'll see how much bandwidth this hog is getting uploaded and if YouTube actually digests it properly. So yeah, that's it, guys. Have a great day. And I know I keep promising this, but I swear I do have gaming videos to upload from the last month's live streams. I am going to get back to live streaming this weekend. We just had a lot going on this past weekend, so I didn't get a chance. But yeah, that should be it for me. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. I'll catch you next time.